Hi everyone. I just wanted to go through a quick elemental spread that I did for myself today. I'm not going to go into the details of what they all mean to me, but I just wanted to show you and ask for a little bit of assistance. um, I know I'm gonna be doing my own research on this particular thing that's going on in these cards. Because there is an element to these cards that repeats. Actually, there are a couple that repeat, but there's one that I'm not sure what's going on with it. So, for this elemental spread, I started with Spirit, and I pulled Sekhmet. That's like, I've pulled Sekhmet multiple times now. So, I'm going to have to sit with her. I think I'm going to sit with her over the weekend and see what she wants to tell me. So in relationship to Spirit, this is be strong. So this is about inner strength, and I think personal path, because she's like this one central figure, and personal integrity in your spiritual path, wholeness of self. This is not so much about universal consciousness or interconnectedness in spirituality, but this is more individual. And I pulled winter as like clarification or for extra information. And what struck me was first this unicorn, which I'm not sure what the unicorn is about, and also the colors. There's a bunch of purple and violet, like in her dress. In the I think she's a fairy godmother. She's kind of an elder fairy, or one of the fair folk. I think she's a fairy godmother. She's not young, like most of the fair folk that you see in oracle decks are either young men and maidens or like childlike, but she's obviously a bit more mature. I think this is about inner wisdom. She's kind of doing like this and with her eyes closed, so she's very introspective, and I think she's looking inside. So when put with this and this, that makes sense. It's about personal spirituality and inner growth, inner reflection. I'm not sure what that unicorn is about, but the colors purple and white to me are the third eye and the crown chakra working together, which makes sense as spirit cards, representing the element of spirit. Alright. Next, I pulled Brigit for Earth, which did not make sense because what I was drawn to was that flame. And I thought, this is about fire, but what's going on? And then I looked in close and saw that vine, or they're leaves or something, and they're growing, they look like they're growing out towards her. So they're growing inward, like toward that inner flame. So for me, that's like inner growth, the growth of living things. And there's a bunch of green going on in the background. So that's Earth. That made sense. Which also relates back to this inner knowing and inner reflection and inner growth. Okay, and for clarification, I pulled the holiday, which was kind of weird. But what I have now is the theme of winter and holiday. So I'm expecting something good to happen this winter season. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So that is nice. But as far as Earth goes, you have the island like in the background that's all green. And what's connecting this fair lady to the Earth is that her wings are transparent, and you can see the green through her blue wings. So she's still connected to the earth that's behind now, but she's stepping out into the water, which to me signifies forward progress and growth. So there's a theme of growth going on here. There's this inner growth, right? But then there's this external moving outward. So external growth too. And they're well balanced together. Okay. And let me see, what else we have? Oh, okay. Earth, air. Air was just really obvious. Air. You can see she's got this like veil that's coming like from her crown chakra, and it's going out toward the moon, so it's connecting her with lunar energy. And it says, Rhiannon sorceress, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So this is about a more thought-focused intuition. It's not the intuition of inner reflection. It's not the intuition of like gut feeling. It's the intuition of setting your intentions, perhaps doing affirmations, setting your goals, being very conscious. It's a very conscious mix with intuition, right? And there is that unicorn again. So it's the second time the unicorn came up, and I don't know what that is about. So help me out. Here's the second card, affirmations. So intentions and affirmations. They go very well together. And look at her hair, it's white. Her hair is actually white. That is definitely to do with the crown chakra. And she does have that lunar energy going on too. See the lunar energy in here and lunar energy in here. It's more subtle in this one to me. The moon is like way up in the corner. But this, the moon. Okay, that's obvious. And the imagery is so like in sync. I know they're like from the same, they're both Doreen Virtue decks, but to see this all in one reading was really, really fun for me. Alright, Earth, Air, Fire. For fire, I pulled Dana or Danu. She is the mother of the She, the mother of the fair folk. You have it's also High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. And I didn't really get what this was about. You could see it kind of looks like a sun in the background, so that's my connection with the fire element, I think, in here. And for the clarification, it was birthday. Birthday, which didn't make sense at all. I was like, what? Until I thought about what birthdays were to me. And they're like rites of passage and transitioning from one year to another and becoming more mature and wise through going through another year. It might even be like a year and a day type thing, like being a student. So this is student learning, growing type stuff, and this is teaching. So we have a sort of mentor, teacher, high priestess, and we have the student, the rite of passage, maybe the acolyte, the initiate. So I think there's going to be, or continually is, a transition from this student to mentor teacher for me. Alright, and for water, I pulled Sige, I think. Quiet time. And she's like, but look at her flowing robes. That is watery. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So, this makes perfect sense for water. And just for a little extra, I pulled Dietary change, which the message is weird. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. But in relationship to take some quiet time, this is probably more about digesting information in meditation. Like, this is about meditation, so this is probably more about meditation than my physical, like, food diet. Yeah. And you have again this energy of the teacher or elder and the younger student. You have an elder of the fair folk. You can see she's the one with the pointy hat, and you have a younger of the fair folk who is looks like they're in a conversation there. So maybe I need to sit down with myself and learn something from myself. Yeah. Alright, and I believe those are pansies in the background, which have to do with rain magic. So that is in relationship to water. And I was just really glad about how all that worked out so very well. And it took me a while to catch some of the connections, but most of them were like, wow. Especially with that air. Like, air was really strong. But if any of you want, like, for me to pull a one card for you, one card draw, that is going to be available. I'm going to make that available to anybody who asks until December 30th. So until the end of the month, you can ask me to pull a card for you. If you just want me to pull a card for general information, that's fine. If you have a question, you can ask in the bottom, or you can message me if you want to. Yeah. So it's for free. So this is a free offer. I will pull one card of either deck. I prefer the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, but if you pick the Fairy deck, that's fine with me too. I can work with either one of those energies. Just let me know. And I thought this was going to be quick, but it didn't turn out that way. Sorry about that. All stars shine on your paths, and let me know if you want me to pull a card for you.